into the iris.
Hey, you crazy internet people, this is Forever Your Guru AJ speaking. Today we're going to do a review of the brand new demo that came out from a little company that you may have heard of called Bethesda. That's right, we're doing the demo of Prey. I believe that they named it the beginning hour. Rightly so, it's about an hour long. You can make it take longer if you want to dig through the whole thing and try to find some of the lore, or if you want to read every single one of the monitors that are there, which is how you find the lore in the game. Okay, so how does it start off? Pretty solid. You're this guy or lady, and you have this brother that works at this company. I'm being very generic and glossing over a lot of the stuff because I don't want you to have all of the details, because I would like you to play the game. I think it's really good, and since it's about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, if you make it stretch that long, it's worth playing right now. Okay, so you have a brother, he belongs to a big company, you go to the company, something bad happens, and it's your job to save the world. You know, basic beginning of a game where you get to become some type of altered hero. Okay, so it reminds me a lot, the way that they've done Prey this time reminds me a lot of Bioshock. One, because I'm playing Bioshock in some playthroughs right now, and two, because the similarities are just so eerie. You have to find certain items that will then genetically alter you so that you forever for the rest of the game will permanently have either bonuses or some innate ability to do something that your body wasn't able to do before and should not be able to do except by this stuff. That sounds a lot like Bioshock. Do I think they did it very well? Sure. Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's way more believable in this form than in Bioshock's form. Gameplay. I think the gameplay is very good. It's spot on. It's very responsive. It's very tight. If you tell your character to turn, it's going to turn. If you tell your character to swing that wrench, it's going to do it. Does it hold your hand? Not as much as some people are going to want. A lot of games, if the character that you're trying to attack is anywhere in front of you and you swing whatever weapon you have, you're probably going to either hit that character or the character will block. In Prey, no. If you happen to be slightly over to the left or the right of the character and you swing, you're going to miss because you didn't swing at the character. You swung close to the character, but you didn't actually hit the character. Now, this might be fixed, and I use the word fixed loosely because I kind of like the not railed hand-holding thing, but it could be fixed in the normal game. So I'm just not sure. Let's see, graphically. I think it's really solid. I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. I just don't think it's there. But I'd give it a solid 7. At least I wouldn't give it a 4 that I gave Andromeda. Because Mass Effect Andromeda suffers from that thing called Play-Doh face, where people are just kind of somewhere around. I don't know. I mean, for all I know, they're all robots and you're just talking to a mannequin in Mass Effect Andromeda. But at least they fixed the eye thing. This game does not suffer from any of that. People, whenever they look at you, are actually looking at you, and they kind of track with you if you walk around a little bit. The character models are believable. I like the fact that everyone looks normal in this game. They don't have that weird kind of comic book feel where everyone was kind of picturesque and the way of the future where no one was fat and no one was ugly and everything was perfect up until the calamity happened. No, this is normal life. And in fact, it should be, because I think it happens in 2039. So, I mean, it's not that far in the future. Let's see. Story. I think the story is solid. There is so much lore. People that love to run lore channels are going to have a field day with this game. If that's what you do, you need to jump in on this now. Start building up some lore. From what I hear and what I gather, that first hour is pretty much set in stone. That's the beginning of the game. So you can start digging in now and getting your channel ready for Prey, because, man, the backstory in this thing is solid. And you do have to dig for the lore in this game, because a lot of the systems that they have are the same type of systems that we have today, like computer systems, and they're all email networked together and all this kind of stuff. So kind of how you had in Fallout. Let's put it in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. You could go through like a RepCon building or something like that, which is going to have a lot of computers through it, and you can search 6 or 7 different computers, and most of the messages on all of the computers are the same because they were mass emailed out to everybody, right? But every once in a while you find a nugget in there that is not the same type of message because it was personally sent to one person, or it was being typed out, or it was somebody's ledger or somebody's schedule or something like that. And that is all over in this game. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. The one thing that I have to say in this demo that is not solid is the wait times. Actually, they're pretty solid. They're really substantial. In fact, it's pretty pathetic. This game is not disc-based. No one has a disc copy of the demo. You have to download this. It was in your system. And the wait times are horrific. Now, they're not often, so apparently it's loading a large piece of the world at a time. But every time it hit, my goodness, if I wasn't waiting there for over a minute for it to load a game. This is 2017. Why do we even have this? Okay, and here's the part that's going to slap you in the face. It's got a loading screen, and then it's got a second loading screen. One of them says loading. The next one doesn't say anything and has a pretty little shiny graphic at the bottom that continuously keeps going until you finally get to play the game. So, it's kind of bad. Is that going to break the immersion for some people? Oh, yeah. Some people just won't even play this game because of how bad the wait times are, if that's how the real game is. For hardcore people and lore diggers, you're not going to care. Because from what I can gather, there's really long segments in between these really long load times. So, it's forgivable, but it's definitely something to be noted. And it is going to be a bump on the game right now. Because in this day and age, it just shouldn't happen. But you know what? Hey, altogether, I'm going to give Prey a 7.5 out of 10 on its demo right now. Thank you. This has been Forever Your Guru, AJ speaking, signing out, and I'll see you in the next one.